Yeah, I know Australia can spawn in gold. That's one of the reasons why I'm kind of going, If I was going to build a colony here, I think it would be New Zealand. Just because it's more concentrated. Actually, there's a fair amount of population here, so development wouldn't be bad. 9,000. 11 development. Actually, you know what? New Zealand's really well. I can reach that. I make so much money that I might as well have another colony on the go. Alright, let's do it. Let's go for New Zealand. It is, after all, called New Zealand. It's a Dutch colony, which the English stole. Because, you know, I have proof. Read it and weep. Spelled slightly differently, but it's there. Just like South Africa, yeah, exactly. All of these Dutch colonies, and the English took them. Another one, Tasmania, named after Tasman, Dutchman. Another one, I think this one is true. Hudson Bay and the Hudson River, named after a Dutch explorer, but he was hired by the English. Or was he an English explorer hired by the Dutch? No, he was an English explorer hired by the Dutch. Hudson is definitely an English name for New Amsterdam. Right, I have a lot of money that I could be spending, and I have very itchy fingers, and I need to be spending some money. So let's go and get some more light ships going, shall we? Actually, that's another good question. Please tell me I have shipyards everywhere here. I don't. That's a mistake. Shipyard. Need to build one there in a minute. And none of these four have shipyards. That's also a problem. This whole area should be shipyarded up. Right, the other thing I was going to do was alliance with you. And kick you out as a vassal. So we now have a... that's one hell of a truce. Till 24, so 5 years, and then we can go and take Tarascan out properly. Austria's going on a bit of an expansion binge. England made it their mission to steal all of the Dutch colonies, but they never got Indonesia. Just like the Dutch stole all of the Portuguese. We would never do such a thing, he says, looking over at Dutch Caribbean. So I think we're pretty dominant here in Central America. I'm working on North America. Truce break. Oh no, Great Britain's building over here. Lenap. No CB. Well, let's have a word with the minion, shall we? Is there anyone you can declare war on? No. You? No. You? Yes. Florida. New Holland could go to war with Florida. I mean, you could. Not sure how wise that would be, but you could. Right. It was these provinces that don't have shipyards yet. You need another 5 development. You need another 5 development. You need another 10 development. You need another 10 development. I don't have an estate owning that stuff. Do I want to? I mean, the Burkers are already at their cap. So we could increase the amount of trade output here. Clergy are kind of upset with me. We can turn that around. Although, tax income, not exactly important to me right now. Flipping hell. I mean, the other option would be nobility for more manpower. That's not really my issue, though. I mean, obviously more manpower would be nice. Am I behind tech in anything? I mean, that is going to be teching up soon. So I don't want to spend too much here. The overstrict is only 27. Flipping heck, you're cheap. Give you to the nobles. And you are going to build me a shipyard. Ostfriesland also needs to get up to 20 because you need a fort. Oh, and you're currently owned by the Burkers. I made a mistake there. Groningen. You're so cheap! Oh, you've already got a shipyard. Whoops. Oh well, have some free development. You need 10. And your clergy, so having the high admin's good. Right, now you can build a shipyard. Have at it. Alright, so who else needs the shipyards? I should probably wait a while, but these two, and you. Okay. Need to eat England to get all the coal. And yes, getting development, building slots. So upping the development there. Didn't realise it was so cheap, crikey. Netherlands is kind of wealthy. Kind of easy to develop as well. Ooh, I'm third greatest power now. Hello. Spain, I'm coming for you. High naval attrition. Right, how high? Pretty high. Brunswick is calling me into war against Munster. Alsace and Cleves. Very well. There's Munster. There's Cleve. Munster and Alsace, neither of which I particularly want anything from. And I am pretty darn sure that you can defeat that. Right, you need to race over here. And then we can start drilling that army. Okay, we have a couple of points again, I think. I'm going to make your dev cost as well. You need 5. There's the 5. There's the shipyard. Okay, now I really am out of points. We need another 5 here as well. Though these are rather more expensive. Because you're in the forest. That's probably also going to be increasing my force limit, so I can build more ships and stuff. Let's go and build some more ships. How's Burgundy back? Weren't they nearly dead? Yeah, I think France resurrected them? Someone weird did. Took them out of Alsace. Right, you can sail over here. Early frigates are still being built, that's fine. Alsace has actually come to attack me, eh? Well, unfortunately for you, my army has actually arrived now. Ostfriesland University is done. Good. Denied. I have less morale than you, more discipline than you, Much better army composition than you. Should be fairly one-sided. Yep, Dutch armies are good. Not amazing, but good. And that's even with fairly poor army professionalism and no drill. That's only going to improve. That was the 10% extra fire damage from platoon fire. Who needs to blob with dev costs like this? Yeah, exactly. Alright, start drilling. How are the rebels doing? None over there. None down here. I'm very nearly ready for the next government reform. Global trade power. Is this even going to be a choice? Number of states +5 or state maintenance -25? These are different choices than other republics I've seen, where it's number of states or number of territories. I like these ones better. %10 fire damage. Why not have both? Ottomans. Well, fire damage and shock damage, do you mean? I haven't actually looked at Ottoman abilities for a long time. Discipline. Cavalry combat ability. They don't have fire damage. Or do you mean the Janissaries? Do they have fire damage? They might do. Oh, why not both when talking about blob and development? True. But I don't think the Ottomans have quite as many opportunities. I mean, they do have some farmland, but it's not like a huge amount. Okay, that's a fair number. Yeah, see this? The Turkish part is just not. There's a couple dry lands. Def cost goes up by 5. Doesn't farmland reduce the def cost? Yeah, -5. David van der Swieten has corrupt connections. We try to keep our administration free of dishonest individuals, but we cannot always account for the friends and contacts which got them to where they are. David van Swieten has unfortunately turned out to be a good example of the problems that follow from this, being skilled and personable, but also somewhat gullible in his choice of associates. So he either leaves us or we suffer a tiny bit of corruption, which I burn down super quickly. Because of my successful bureaucracy, rooting out of corruption ahead of time in both admin and Diplo. I really don't need to be doing this. I'm ahead of time. Although I'm about to lose that advantage because I've just been spending a bunch of development. How are my advisors? Because they could probably be upgraded. Yeah, we're going to promote you. You are a bit more expensive, but I think it's worth it. It's not like we're short on money. Bahmanis, Neo-Sufism and traditionalist reaction. Among the many among the ulema are increasingly unhappy with the Sultan. Among pious Muslims, our inclusion of heathens in high offices, as well as the adoption of heathen customs and traditions, is viewed with scorn. The intrusion of the state and interpretation of law and other traditional domains of the ulema have also not earned the state any friends amongst the jurists of the realm. From now on, the religious establishment will react more strongly to the impious conduct of the Sultan. The ulema will now expect to be granted more land. I wonder if that's true. I would like more unique reforms for the Islamic government type. One with vassals and unique republics. I suspect that is something that they're going to be adding in the future, because that feature has been super popular. 20 favours. You're welcome? I did stack wipe someone, didn't I? Yeah, you're welcome. Because I'm helping. Have some devastation. Profits before people. Right, we have a few points. That's going to be enough for just 2 points of development, though, which is not enough. Shipyard in Kent is complete. Now, wasn't there... You're still building the mill, so it's just Gelre. Gelre is the last place. Probably. You had to be forests. You had to be forests. I'll take the Diplotech cost reduction. Ships are being built. I mean, one of the nice things about having shipyards everywhere is we're going to be building ships extremely quickly. Let's get another manufactory. Vlaanderen. Too bad you can't clear cut forests. Yeah, being able to have a little more impact on the on your territory would be quite nice. Like choosing to grow forests or cut down all the trees and build farmland, whatever. Turn grasslands into farmlands. Muskogee having rebels. You're slightly more difficult to get to. Slightly. Right, those shipyards are all being done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need one more point. Somewhere. Need you to get to 140. And then we might be able to afford it. Actually, we may not. The other thing we could do is make the Burkers like us a little more. Although, increases in that are dangerous. But right now we could do it. And that would definitely get us the loyalty we need. Alright, let's do that. 10% dev cost. We've already got the dev cost reduction here as well. It now costs 66. Better. $39. I was one short. Need 82. We have about... Actually, we still have several months until that ticks down. And we do have a bunch of light ships that we could be assigning somewhere. So where do we need it? Lübeck is still making a phenomenal amount of money. I think I'm going to continue just stealing it from Lübeck, honestly. You're doing a pretty good job just pushing the money forwards. So are you. We could push more of it towards the Cape. But I just feel like going after the Lübeck node is the better option here. Although I'm going to have a pretty darn big fleet protecting that. I've already got 76 ships doing it. Government reform. So here we go. Choice between state maintenance. We have a relatively small nation, so probably not important. Number of states increases. Well, considering I have got 4 states out of the 27 available, probably not needed. Or the 10% extra global trade power. That's not even a contest. More money! The Dutch require more money. When you ask the Burkers for money, does that increase their influence? No, it just decreases their loyalty. Utrecht shipyard's done, and we should... Nope, we don't. 82. So admin's going to be the one able to do it. This is also going to limit the number of manufactories we can build over here. Like, I just need to develop this whole area just more. Someone is seriously privateering me somewhere. 22 ducats lost. Disappointing. Group. Head over to Lübeck. That's 86 ships now protecting trade in Lübeck. I mean, one thing that I could do is embargo the Danes and Lübeck. Because they're doing a really good job of feeding money into this. No, I'm doing a really good job of feeding money into this, of course, because I'm feeding it into Lübeck and then out of Lübeck into the English Channel. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, that would partially explain why there is so much money being caught up here. I'm still feeding more money out of here than I'm putting in, so that's fine. But embargoing Denmark, especially with this many ships, would be super valuable. And they are rival. Wait. You're rivals and I'm not embargoing you? I'm a moron. Oh no, you've rivaled me. I haven't rivaled you. Can I rival you? Who are my rivals? Spain, Muscovy and Kilwa. Can I not rival you and rival Denmark instead? Yes, I totally could. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see Denmark's trade efficiency just collapse. They lost 60 trade power because of that. 30 ducats being pushed out, and he actually gained like a ducat from it. Well, clearly I have a problem. And that problem is I don't have enough ships. Build more ships. Also more shipyards. Glorious. How am I doing for sailors? Still getting a surplus. We are totally fine. Ashanti wants military access. Sure. I do need to go after Benin at some point. You're allied with Ashanti. Ashanti are currently fighting someone. I also need a CB. Guaranteed by Katsina. I really want these coastal provinces, and I suspect that is a war I could win. I mean, they're not huge. Ashanti especially not. Yeah. What are my diplomats doing right now? Go ahead and fabricate a claim against Benin. We'll do that. Furthermore, I do have another merchant available. I am aware of this. Try and decide where I need to send you. Possibly to Chesapeake to make sure that we actually push more money out of there. Let's do that. Okay. 9 merchants, and I still don't have trade ideas. End mark. That is actually an anagram. Nice. Alright, Diplo. Diplo rep. I think that makes the minions like you more. Denmark's embargoing us. I mean, the other one that I probably should embargo would be Lubeck. They're an ally, though, so this feels a little bit weird. And the very fact that this is a possible action is a little bit weird. But honestly, Lubeck, you just don't offer me as much as you used to. Break that embargo at your peril. 125 Statist or a 542 Nicholas von Keppel von Oranje. I think we're going to go for another orangist. It's not going to flip us, so that's fine. Okay, Denmark's embargo hurts. And that's Lubeck's trade league. Oh no, I've made a terrible mistake. Yeah, I really have made a terrible mistake. Okay, I need to unembargo those two. Okay, Lubeck, I'm sorry. You can embargo better than I can. I could do a trade war against you right now. Unless you cancel it as well. 9th of April. Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock. Okay, so what would that allow me to do? Can't take any territory, but that's fine. What I can force you to do is steer trade to me. Prussia is allied with you. That's Prussia, not Brandenburg. I'd need to bring my soldiers home from the New World. You do have a fairly large military. But this really does have the potential to put a lot of money in my pocket. But for how long? I mean, ideally, stealing... Is that level 3? Crikey. That is another thing I could be doing, is trying to get some more level 3 ports here. Yeah, Ostjylland is a world port. I think I need to get Denmark feeding money into my pocket. I think that's only going to last for like 10 years, but in 10 years' time we'll just do it again. I mean, I could offer it to them. Would you like to be steering money towards me? Denmark says no. I really want to be rivals with you before I do this, though, because that, I'm sure, is going to be power projection. I have no real reason to be going after Muscovy. Alright, we're going to wait until we have the Diplo. They may be ahead of us in military. No, we're the same. But I'm about to start losing... Oh, crap, I'm going to start losing innovation. And that's not going to recover for a long time. Okay, I am closest to teching up in admin. We are focusing admin. We're getting quite a lot of admin points. But I'd also like to have some admin support. So I'm going to make a generous donation to you. I'm going to seek support of the clergy. That's taking a loan, but never mind. Still only 50. I'm 1 point away. Alright, clergy need some land. Do I really want to give the clergy land over this? Groningen would not be a terrible choice. Loan would probably be the best option. And yes, I will have to take a loan for this, but that's fine. Pay it back in like 3 months. Okay, so you are now happy enough. No, you need 50 influence. Well done. Oh, I could do this. There we go. Problem solved. I'd forgotten that was even a thing. Native uprising chance, and more importantly, assimilation. I could have been getting 25% more trade... not trade power. Goods produced. Bugger. Bugger. Like, I know that you got the New World Charter. That's less important, and also that's really sodding dangerous now. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. So I need my transports to bring my army home from the New World. Hopefully New Holland can deal with issues over here. In fact, you are colonizing. That's excellent.